Three, two, one, it's showtime.
And now, your host, Sherry Shepherd.
Hey, it's a wonderful Wednesday. Still cold in New York, but we're making it nice and hot up in this studio.
Oh my gosh, and it is, I'm hot flashing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all cold or hot, but somebody gotta do something with their air conditioner, cause, woo, all right. You know what, y'all? I saw something on the internet this morning, and it reminded me of something that had happened to me. I saw a clip from Sterling K. Brown's podcast with his wife, Ryan Michelle Bathak. And I love Ryan so much. Ryan, she's an amazing wife, but she's an awesome actress. And we did a movie together called One for the Money. And we played, now, this is Ryan over here with the white braids. This is me over here with everything else going on. And we played Ladies of the Evening. And that was, who was that in the middle? She's on Grey's Anatomy.
Katherine Heigl.
Katherine Heigl in the middle. And Ryan was, when I tell you, we couldn't stop laughing the entire shoot that we did of One for the Money. Ryan was so much fun to work with. And she was this up-and-coming actress. I was an up-and-coming actress. And on their podcast, Ryan told a funny story about how broke she was in the past. Take a look.
I was so poor that one time, I went to the NAACP Theater Awards, and I knew I did not have enough money to park. I drive up, and the man was like, it's $10. I was like, yeah, I don't have it. He was like, I can't let you out. I was like, that's fair. 4 hours later.
What?
I have fallen asleep, and the man knocked on the door, the window, and I woke up. I was like, yes. As though this were my home. I was like, yes.
Yes, sir. Did you need something?
Excuse me? And he said, you really ain't got no money. I said, oh, no, I don't. And he was like, I might as well let you leave.
I love it. I think back then Ryan needed a little miracle, and she needed one right away. But maybe God just gave her 4 hours because he wanted her to rest. Maybe that was what it was. And it was so funny because when I was listening to Ryan and Sterling, it reminded me of something that happened to me back in the day. So back when I was a struggling actress, I was invited to a party for Joe Jackson at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. So y'all heard about that. It was Neverland Ranch. Well, I have to say, I wasn't invited, but the fax accidentally came to me. So the fax came to me. That's back when they had fax machines. It wasn't like you get it on your phone. And I remember the paper was coming out slowly, and it was this invitation. They had sent it to the wrong person, but you know what? I figured if God made it come through my fax machine, then it was for me. Words off the prompter. Hello. So anyway, I don't see what I got on my... And so anyway, I accidentally accepted the invitation. So I dragged my husband, number one, to the party with me. And the only problem was is we had to share a car. So we only had a Chevy Chevette. I don't know if you remember those cars. It was a Chevy Chevette, and we drove it to his Neverland Ranch in Santa Barbara. You know, it was already 2 hours to get there, but it took us about 4-5 hours because the car, I don't know if you ever think back to when you're young and you had your first car. It was a car that was like, Like it was gonna stop. So at every stoplight, so we had to go really, really slow. Cause if you let the car sit idle, it choked on you. That's what would happen. So when we got there, I was in awe of being at Neverland Ranch. When I tell you, I showed them my fax invitation and I said, baby, we are in this place. And we got in there and I saw Janet Jackson was there, Jermaine Dupri was there, LaToya was there, Bubbles, that monkey or something resembling was there. He had giraffes and llamas and a ton of celebrities. It was Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale were there. And we stayed to the very end. He had bumper cars and Ferris wheels. And so we stayed to the end and they were like, okay, everybody has to leave Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch because they said he was in the main house. So everybody's leaving. We get in the car and the car wouldn't start.
Oh, no.
That Chevy Chevette was like, I'm Chevying out, okay? Everybody was gone from the parking lot. The staff was irritated because Michael Jackson wanted to come out of his house and be by himself. So we called AAA, and when I tell you they were so irritated at us, you don't know how irritated people are to the party over and they ready for you to go home. So AAA came and they told us outside of Neverland Ranch and left us in front of the next place. So we were in the dark trying to get that daggone Chevette started. My husband had a wrench and somehow you tighten the wrench and ran and jumped in, it would do. So he had to push the car and then it started and we choked all the way back home. But I'm gonna tell you, it was the best time choking home all the way because I got to go to Michael Jackson's house. We were so broke, but even then I said, this is gonna be a great memory. Oh my God. So I understand Ryan. Oh my God. So I'm glad now you got money to park in the parking lot, which is good. But this is another story that I read. Zendaya and Tom Holland, now y'all know they're engaged now. So they've been engaged for about a month, all right? So Tom is officially invited to the cookout, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. So Zendaya took Tom to one of her family parties. So Tom, he seemed to fit in right away at the family function. You see him all, he's with the family. So Tom was mingling with everybody. He's holding babies, you know, because whenever you go to the cookout, you gotta hold the babies. Her family kept calling him Spider-Man the whole time. And that's the thing, you know Tom Holland is tired of being called Spider-Man, but you gotta take it when they call you Spider-Man. All right, he enjoyed himself on the dance floor. He looked like he was picking up some moves from Auntie, all right? Now, I don't know what dances Auntie was doing, because it looked like she was doing all of the dances at one time. I picked out the robot, I picked out the WAP, I picked out the Roger Rabbit. I couldn't tell what Auntie was trying to do or what point she was trying to drive home, but she had it. And then Tom, he couldn't either. He couldn't figure out. So he was in total culture shock. Now, here's the thing. Him being at the cookout, I'm sure that he could not remember every cousin's name, because he can't remember that that's Pookie or John Tavius. I know Tom Holland got confused because Pookie and John Tavius, they are the same people. And then one thing you know about going to our cookout, everybody has 2 names, maybe 3. So Aunt Dolores is baby sis. Cousin Pete, that's Man-Man. Okay? And Cousin Pete is Man-Man is not to be confused with Cousin Pete with the lazy eye. So I know all of the aunties were trying to feed Tom Holland, and he probably had barbecue ribs for the very first time at Zendaya's cookout. Because I know they don't eat ribs, you know, barbecue ribs, the pork ribs in England. He's looking for beans and toast, and they got him eating fried chicken, corn on the cob, and some collard greens. That's what he's eating. And I know Tom Holland had every auntie trying to feed him their version of mac and cheese and potato salad. So I know it probably was aunties asking Tom, which one you like more? So, and you got Tom Holland, poor baby, he probably scared to tell the aunties which ones he liked better. So, and I know at a cookout, Tom Holland probably had the nephews teasing him, talk about, yo, Spider-Man, you can climb buildings, but can you dunk, though? Nothing to keep you humble like that. So I know him being over at the cookout, I know they wore Tom Holland out, but he did it. He was loving Zendaya. I know by the time Tom Holland got home back to London with his woman, all he could do was put a do-rag on and go to bed. That's it. I'm telling you.
Tom Holland gonna mess around and have waves, Sherry.
He's gonna have waves going through his hair. You know, if you see Tom Holland using that sponge brush in his hair.
And what I got in my dressing room.
Then you know, just rubbing it all over. I love it. Oh, and one thing I do want to do, I want to congratulate my bestie, Kim Whitley. Kim Whitley, she's been working so hard. Right now, Kim Whitley has a residency until the end of February at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in Las Vegas. So she's there every Sunday and Monday. She's at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. But it was just announced, I just read, it was just announced that she was cast in Adam Sandler's new movie, Happy Gilmore 2. Oh. And I'm so excited for Kim because Happy Gilmore 2 is gonna debut on Netflix later on this year. So Kim Whitley, I'm so proud of you. And now I feel like since you are hanging with Adam Sandler, Kim, we need to be in the skybox at the next Super Bowl. So if you could talk to Adam when you get on the show, because Kim always says when we have a podcast called Two Funny Mamas, which comes on every Thursday on YouTube, and we're nominated for NAACP Image Award, our podcast. So Kim is always telling people that my show is her show. So she's the ghost part of the Sherry show. So Kim, your show, your movie is my movie. So talk to Adam Sandler about us coming to the Super Bowl with him next year. But y'all, we got a great show for you today. And up next, the star of the new movie, Kinda Pregnant, the hilarious Amy Schumer is here. So long. I'm so happy to see you, girl.
I just am so happy to see you. I love you. Whenever I see you, I'm always so happy.
Thank you. And I just get filled with joy.
Like, you are joy.
I mean, you know, it's so funny because we both know, like, literally the secret of happiness.
Yes.
You got to surround yourself with funny women.
I was going to say cocaine. No, but I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said that because that's more true.
I beat you to the punch.
That's true.
How do you feel about it? Because you are definitely, like, you support other funny women.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So do you.
I do.
You do,
But
yeah.
is that, like, are you intentional about doing that?
I don't think it's hard. Like, you know, I can tell it comes naturally to you. We've seen each other at the clubs over the years. Yeah. And I just feel, I'm so excited when I meet another woman that's funny and because it's so tough. And it's, you know, such a male-dominated industry. So it's like when you find other women, like other people to play with, you're like, oh my God, come on, we're gonna all go play. So
exactly.
It's not on purpose. It just makes me happy.
I love it because you're very secure with who you are and what you bring. So when you bring funny women around you, it elevates you, and then it just makes the entire project is better.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And empowering each other and because you're gonna have to band together because there you will always be questioned and because people think women people think women may just all of a sudden be crazy. I'm sure you deal with it every day. You make some decisions, and then they're looking at you. Is this the day where she goes? And you're like, hey, I'm in this business for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, girl.
It's true. And talking about like supporting women, I saw that Madonna is trying to do stand-up. I never pictured Madonna doing stand-up.
That's
like,
right.
I never thought, like we know Madonna is like this icon, but you see another side of her. So were you surprised when she wanted to get on stage?
Well, she has been interested in doing stand-up for a long time. She had me open for her on a big tour, like maybe it was like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's, me on stage, like doing stand-up when people are all waiting to see Madonna.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, honey, next, And then she paid me the favor back and, kind of ironically introduced me when I got to headline the Garden. And
That is nice.
Sorry about that. But I think she likes the simplicity of it. It's like just a microphone and that's
you just
it.
get on stage.
And so she, a couple times over the years, has been like, I want to go work some stuff out. And she'll bring a notebook and just go try some ideas on stage. And the audience flips out. You say, welcoming Madonna. And they're like, ha, ha, ha. And then Madonna's standing in front of you. And she's really funny.
I mean, well, okay, and I could get being funny, like hanging out with her. Have you given her any advice?
Just that you have to work really hard at it, like anything else. You can't just pick up a saxophone and you're like, oh, wow, I'm really good at the saxophone. It's like you have to work. You got to do it a ton to get good at it.
I
But
would go see Madonna. I would be really interested in seeing what her talking about her life. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's dishing.
Yeah. Oh, see, I really would want to see and how she makes that funny.
Yeah.
I would.
There's tea.
Okay, all right.
There's tea.
I'm like, let me know when she's coming because I want to get a ticket.
Okay.
You are like, I love it because you settled down. You had your baby. Well, I remember when you were pregnant.
Oh my God.
And now your son. Oh my gosh.
Me too.
Is he about like 5 years old now?
Yes.
Girl. Okay. And Gene is his name.
Yes.
So you literally, you are always posting about your family.
Oh my God.
You posted this video. I got to show everybody. Take a look at what Gene did.
So I'm finding having a 5-year-old very cool and not at all challenging. Broken glass there. I like it.
So it looks like when he...
Yes, if anyone needs parenting advice, come to me.
And you got a boy, so they are daring, they take risks. So he put all of the toilet paper in the bathtub where he was supposed to be.
He was sending, exactly. You could tell that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mom ran you a bath, and this, sending me a very clear message. Here's what I think about your bath time. It's so tough. And then, that's the only time he's done that.
Yeah.
But really, they really know how to keep you on your toes.
But I love it. When you walked in, you were so calm. You're like, oh, it's broken glass over here. It's toilet paper over here.
Right.
Like, how do you keep... For me, Jeffrey, all he knows is me screaming. What?
No, you're like the best mom. It's like, running a show. It's like you have to be really calm. That being a mom prepares you for running a set. Because
absolutely.
You walk into some insane situation and you have to be like, okay, let's figure out what we're gonna do next. You know, you just gotta pretend to be a calm leader when inside I'm going,
Girl, I'm telling you, wait till, it's toilet paper in the bathtub and he's 5.
Yeah.
Wait till he's 19 and you walk in on him and you're not supposed, you can knock on that door.
No, never. That's
honey,
my baby.
It's gonna be somebody else's baby too. I'm telling you. When I tell you, girl, Amy, get ready.
Oh, no, Jeffrey. Oh, my God.
He won't even let me kiss him on the lips anymore. So, he says, he don't let me hug him. He said, that's for my girlfriend.
Oh,
so, girl. I'm just saying.
Somebody said this to me. They said, having a son is like the longest breakup of your life.
It is. And you have
Is
to
that
yeah.
depressing?
It is because you become second to this other.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna Munchausen him. I've got to start the psychological warfare to keep him with me.
Just keep saying it's you and me. It's you and me and you.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I'm really thankful for you too, because you've been very, very open about your husband Chris being on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And and that's one of the examples that I give to my son about relationships when he says, "Oh, am I going to find somebody who loves me for me?" And I go, Amy married someone and he's on the spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
Jeffrey, like how has that been with you and Chris and acceptance and?
Well, thank you for saying that because that makes me feel really good. I think that we're probably all somewhere on the spectrum.
Girl.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
I love, there was an article in The Atlantic and somebody described it as more of a solar system.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm definitely up there somewhere. And there's a stigma, people are afraid of it. My favorite people are on the spectrum, okay? I'm definitely on there somewhere.
I'm telling you.
And look, I have slept with a lot of men, okay? I've been around the block, ladies and gentlemen. This man, I would choose him over and over and over again. It's just a part of who he is, and it's not negative.
It doesn't define
no, if
him,
we
yeah.
find out that our son's on the spectrum, I'll say great. That means what? Oh, he's not going to be the best at small talk. Like, give me a break.
Yes.
My favorite people are on the spectrum.
This is my son on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, I love you. He goes, "Mommy, put your wig back on." It's like he holds nothing back at all. So I want to say thank you for that,
Well, thanks
Amy.
for saying
thank
that.
you.
Thank you.
And I want to congratulate you. Like, I've been like, when is this girl gonna be in another movie? Because I always love watching you in the movies. Now you're in a movie, Kinda Pregnant.
Kinda Pregnant.
Okay. Now we saw the trailer. Looks funny as all get up. Tell us, look at this. Tell us what it's about.
Okay, so my character has always wanted a family. She doesn't want to be alone. And, just everything you build up in your mind about what it means to have a baby and get married. And all of her friends start having babies, and she's the last one, and things don't go the way she thinks with her boyfriend. And so I wind up faking it and kind of getting trapped into this big lie.
Yeah.
And hilarity ensues. And the girls from the cast, we all just fell completely in love with each other. And I mean, the chemistry, we just, it's supposed to be a rom-com, and God bless Will Forte's amazing in the movie. But this is, but this is it's about the female friendships, and we really got those. Yeah.
I love that you have that in there. Because it's always just fun when you got your sisters around.
Oh my God, everything's better.
And you love going to work, because just laugh.
Just so fun.
Tender
Oh
stuff.
my God, yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see him because Amy is sticking around. And up next, we are joined by the hilarious cast of Kinda Pregnant. Don't miss it. Now it's time to meet the incredible cast. So please welcome Brianne Howey, Jillian Bell, Lizze Broadway, and Urzila Carlson.
TV together.
Oh my God!
We've been waiting for this.
I like it. Sherry, pop the cherry. Love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
Amy, I love this because you put together an incredible group of funny women. You put everybody's together. So you gotta tell me, what's it like having all of this beautiful estrogen?
Oh my God. This was the most female set you can imagine. It was such good vibes. We were so stupid. We took every opportunity to just have fun and be so stupid. It was really lovely.
I love love this. And
Yeah.
Jillian, like, you're so funny in everything that you do. Did you know Amy before, like, you did this movie?
I met her once before at an after party, like an after Emmys party.
I was blacked out.
And you
was like, this was blacked out?
You were probably blacked out.
You were in like white, so you seem like an angel.
Oh, I love that.
I was visited by an angel
Yes.
in the future. And I
Yes.
was like, I want to work with you. Because you immediately handled it like we had been best friends. You were like, it's so good to meet you. Let's like...
Well, you know when you
Yeah,
just
the
know
vibe.
you like love
Yes.
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that chemistry and the vibe, like, right
she
away.
She feels like a sister. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Yeah, we were like, should we change our roles to be sisters?
See, this
We
is what
tried
I
to
like.
make
Yeah.
ourselves sisters, but
Yeah.
they said no.
They said no.
They said no, thank you.
No,
That's
thank you.
okay. We got another movie in the making. I like this.
That's right.
Now, Brianne, your character, you're pregnant in the movie.
Yes.
But they said that you recently became a mom for real. You had a
is
baby?
Yeah. Well, she's 1.5 now.
She's 1.5.
Yeah, and
The
she was on
cutest
set,
baby.
and it was my first time going back to work after having her, and Amy couldn't have been more supportive and welcoming and wanted to turn one of the rooms on the stages into a nursery for us, and like...
And you don't get that all the time. Right there. Go.
No,
Uh-huh.
I was so scared. I didn't know what to expect, and it was the most positive, wonderful, empowering experience. So I'm so glad.
This I love.
She has the cutest, an illegally cute baby.
Really?
Yeah.
She had a little too much fun on set. I'm kind of worried she's got the bug. I
Yeah.
didn't want this for her future, but here we are.
But you know what? Here you are.
Yeah.
This is the thing about being a mama. You just got to accept and go, I'm going to love you no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? I love. And now, Lizzie, like, okay, here's the thing. So we'll be working on the set, and then you say bye-bye once the film wraps, and then you don't see each other anymore. Do y'all still keep in touch? Do you still talk?
When I mean this, like, I have a crush on all these women. Oh my God. And I'm saying that on live television, which is the perfect time. But yeah, we keep a group chat, a video group chat that's been going on for a year. And if you miss a day, you miss like a 2-hour podcast. And I'm just like it's true. And
Lizzie is such a star. Can I just say, like, she hadn't done a comedy before, and we're like, okay, this is, and she plays like kind of the villain in the movie, you know.
Yeah.
And there's, I broke more watching her perform than anyone else. Like, I just cannot handle. But just Lizze Broadway right here. Just remember that you,
Lizzie Broadway.
this star.
So remember that name.
How was it
there to say that.
Yes.
How was it, Lizzie, with like all of these funny women?
I mean, you just die every day. It's just, you know, because you walk in. I'm working with legends, and it's so new. It's nerve-wracking, but to walk in with a group of women who support you and love you is just so freeing and fun. So thank you.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
Seriously.
But sure, can I just be honest with you
Yeah.
and tell you that Urzila is toxic?
Urzila?
No, really though, she's a toxic
No, I
presence.
think it's time that people start embracing that.
Yes.
Because, you know, everyone's like, I'm a good person, not me.
Not her.
Don't cross me.
Toxic.
As you see in the movie, I will show up at your house. I will
Yes.
show up at your mama's house.
Yeah, watch out for her. Watch out for her.
I like you.
She's a stand-up.
You were a stand-up, and you had your special hysterical, your special Urzila, and well, what was your special? I want people to know that your
It's
comedy.
called Overqualified Loser.
Overqualified Loser.
Yeah.
You're from New Zealand, and like, so this is your first big American movie. So besides the top, congratulations. Besides you being toxic, but did you get any perks from the movie?
Listen, I mean, being a stand-up, so I'm usually traveling by myself. There's no catering when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And then I got to the set, and there's a thing called craft services, which
yeah.
I don't know if people know about this. Like, I think the general public have no idea. It's just food as far as the eye can see.
Yep.
And they will take requests. Like, you can... One day I say, oh, tacos would be nice. The next day we had tacos. I felt like I had a direct line to Jesus, but...
You do, baby.
But you see, they would knock on me. You're familiar with knocking in this country?
Yes, we have knocking.
So they all on radio, and then as soon as I go to craft services, you say, Urzila, is that craft services? I'm like, stop telling everyone. I'm just there to teach them how to make a good coffee. I'm not there for more snacks. I mean, I was there for more snacks, but I didn't need the whole set to know. But yeah, it was pretty good.
So suffice it to say, you had a good time
I
on
had
the
the
set.
best time. I had the best time.
But the thing is, we always have these differences in language, like things that are normal
Yeah.
in New Zealand. Like we were talking about ice cream flavors one day, and like listen to these ice cream flavors. Okay, these are like what are
Okay,
some?
so hokey pokey.
What's that?
That's
I know. Look, the audience just went.
No.
What did you say?
No, that is not an
Hokey
ice cream
pokey.
flavor.
What
It's a dance.
Yeah, hokey. Like
Dance,
do the hokey
dance.
pokey.
No.
Turn yourself around.
Hokey pokey is bits of honeycomb. Do you know honeycomb?
sound
like,
good.
It sounds amazing.
It does sound
It's
good.
delicious.
It sounds better than the dance. I know that's a hokey pokey.
Yeah, it is delicious.
Do you have like regular French vanilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can go that flavour if that's your thing. You know, I mean, the French vanilla is the missionary position of ice cream.
She's right. She's right. Whoa, I like how scandalized everybody is.
It's safe and it goes with many things.
Let me tell you something. America ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you.
They're really not. They're really not.
And now, Jillian, you come from an improv background, the Groundlings. And I love the Groundlings. I put Jeffrey in there when he was my son,
gosh, amazing.
when he was little, and it was so wonderful. But you come from the Groundlings, which is, bar none, you are amazing at improv.
Thank you.
So did you have any good improv? Like, did you have to riff with Amy?
Oh my gosh. Our first day was like all improv. We had a scene where we were I was, consoling her because she had just broken up with her boyfriend. And it was one of those things where we kept trying to be like, you're gonna get back on the horse. You're gonna meet more guys. And then we're like, you're just go out too. And then we both couldn't think of how to meet men.
Yeah.
Right. And so we just kept saying, Fast and the Furious movies.
Steakhouses.
Bars near libraries.
Men's
doctors.
warehouse. Yeah. All of our best lines were improv, I have to say, in the movie.
So you guys put the editor overwork. He did overtime.
Yeah.
So when you start riffing,
We had a full day of just doing those, and I was like, I can't even imagine what's going to end up in here.
Right.
See, because with improv, you keep going over the top, over the top, over the top, and then they're just going, okay, they don't want to cut you.
Go back to the line. They didn't just say the line.
Yes.
Oh,
we
my
wasted a
gosh.
lot of people's time, but we had fun doing it.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a waste when people see it. Not
Right?
at all.
No.
And I have to say, thank you. So I saw, they were like, oh, you have to check out Brianne Howey. And I'm like, okay. And I see her picture, and I'm just like, wah, wah, she's gorgeous. Like, what is she going to have to say? You know what I mean? And then I watched her audition, and I'm like, oh my God, like she's an amazing actress. Then I watched Ginny and Georgia on Netflix.
Yes.
And I'm like, they have become her biggest fan. It was awkward to do scenes because I was like, I'm obsessed with you right now. And she really like tied the whole movie together.
That's
so
very sweet.
Brianne, how many seasons is Ginny and Georgia?
Season 3 is going to come out this year.
Season 3 of
Yeah.
Ginny and Georgia? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lakin, you had a lot of scenes with Amy and
Yeah,
Will
I did.
and my baby, I love him, Will Forte.
Yes.
So,
Oh
like,
my God.
how with those two crazy kooks, how hard was it to keep from laughing?
It was so hard. I had to think of very serious things. I had to shove my tongue in the back of my throat. I was like, I'm not going to ruin these takes. They're on fire. Everyone's amazing. They're so funny. I mean, I couldn't even keep it together when we were shooting the scene in the kitchen where you and Will realize it's all coming together, and your stomach's on fire, and there's not even real fire, and we couldn't keep it together. Like, it's a fake. We were imagining fire, and I couldn't keep it together.
Because what was she doing?
Being funny. She was improvising with the fire, with no fire, and it was hysterical.
We had so much fun on this. It's like, you know, you're on some sets and it's like, you know, okay, cut, and everybody's on their phone. They go back to their trailer. We all just hung out. We played games. It was just like one of those dream.
Well, you started that
What's
too.
the source?
Instead of the source.
My first day
Instead
of
of the
shooting,
source.
you were like, can you just like come hang with us at the monitor? I'm like, I'm getting fired. And it was like, do you want to form a friendship? Like, we just told stories with each other, and I was like, oh, this is how it's gonna go. This is gonna be lovely.
How do you walk up to people and go, do you want to form a friendship?
I
Like, what's your opening line?
This is sounding very Me Too. Yeah, I'm like, now it's sounding like I locked people's trailers and made them hang out with me.
No.
No, I think I just, you know, this is where I'm like, oh, I think I am a little bit on the spectrum, because I'll be like, I'll just say what I mean, you know, and I'll be like, hi, I'd like to be like real life friends. Like, can we go start that and talk, you know? So, yeah, and sometimes people are like, no, you're...
No, but I love it.
Thankfully, everybody
It's liberating.
It's
liberating. Amy called me right before the movie, and I can't tell you the ease that gave me. You made me feel so calm and comforted, and that's a rare feeling going into a brand new project with a bunch of people that you admire. So
Really sweet.
It does.
Well, how soon did you go back to work after having Jeffrey?
After like right away, I didn't want to stay
that's
home.
Crazy. No, but I know. But I was like, oh, I'll be ready. But then that first time, you're like, it's the anxiety of it. I just really was like, oh God, I get it. And
like I did the movie Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah and a bunch of women, and I know that like camaraderie, and it was funny because I was trying to get I played a pregnant, and everybody kept laying hands on me, praying, Latifah and everybody, and I got pregnant like 2 weeks later. I was doing in vitro.
The queen.
I did, and I called Latifah, and I was like, girl, you made me pregnant. We just kept in touch.
Pregnant.
I love women. I love this, and I love you know.
Well, a different way.
In a different way. I know you with your hokey pokey self.
Yeah.
Do the hokey pokey.
I'm doing hokey pokey.
Watch out for her, okay? Watch out for both of them.
This is going to be good, and we need this. We need sisterhood. We
Yeah.
need friendship,
Yeah.
and y'all got it. Oh my goodness, Jillian! Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
I almost forgot.
Thank you.
So you're engaged. Are you like got the jitteries? Are
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Now I heard that you have one specific item that you want in the menu.
Oh, yes. Well, the morning after we got engaged, we woke up and we were sort of like, wow, we're getting married. We found the one. And then we were like, what should we have at our wedding? And we said Dippin' Dots.
Oh, the Dippin' Dots.
And then I wrote it down in my notes, and still this is the only thing that's in the notes.
It's the Dippin' Dots.
The Dippin' Dots.
No filet mignon, no chicken.
I don't know if you guys know this,
No
but
proteins.
it's the ice cream of the future. Wow. The Dippin' Dots.
The Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
It might have been hokey pokey, but we gonna go Dippin' Dots, Urzila.
Hokey in there.
Well, I love the fact I love marriage. I love, celebrating love, and I got a little bit of a gift for you.
What?
For you all. I got you all Dippin' Dots, so you ain't gotta wait till the wedding. You got a Dippin' Dot. You got the Dippin' Dots. Cheerios. What do they say? What do they say in New Zealand?
Ursh, I'm having the missionary.
Well, girl, we better switch, because that's not what you want for your wedding. Y'all, I just want to say Urzila, Lizzie, Amy, Jillian, Brianne, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. This is the best first stop ever.
Oh my God, thank you.
So
Kinda Pregnant is streaming now on Netflix, and we'll be right back. Kinda Pregnant. So today's players are Lauren and Jessica from New Jersey. Okay, so Lauren and Jessica, you have 30 seconds to unscramble the letters, and you have to spell out a celebrity's name. Whoever guesses the name right and grabs the S first wins, okay? So here are clues about today's celebrity. He works with a lot of single people, but he's no bachelor. He loves a good baking championship. And before reality TV, he was a star in the NFL. So we're gonna put 30 seconds on the clock and go. Okay, what you got? What do y'all got? Uh-oh, uh-oh. What do we have? We had a letter that fell on the floor. What do you got? Gotta keep the letters in there. Sieges, all right, Sieges, Essie, Sieges, Essie, okay. What y'all got? What you got? Oh, you got a letter that fell on the floor. All right, oh, it's unscrambled celebrity was Jesse Palmer. Is Jesse Palmer. So, Lauren, you have won 2 tickets to City Cruises' signature dinner cruise, where you'll enjoy views of the New York City skyline while including in top-notch service, dining, and entertainment. And, Jessica, we are giving you a Sherry t-shirt, my Mocha Mom. We will be right back, y'all. There's more Sherry. BRB. From 2-year-old Anila, whose first experience having a snowball fight was caught on camera by her mother. And let's just say she was less than thrilled.
No more? Oh, you bad.
Okay, the side eye is strong with this one. Thanks for the laugh, and we'll be right back. There's more Sherry. BRB. Get more fun, joy, and laughter in your life. Subscribe to Sherry Show TV on YouTube and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss a moment from the show. Subscribe to Sherry Show TV on YouTube. We'll be right back. Sherry will be right back. I hope something on today's show put a smile on your face. Now, tomorrow, Morris Chestnut will be here. Oh. All of a sudden, my hot flashes are getting worse. Plus, comedian Felipe Esparza is in my laugh lounge. So join us in for the best time in daytime. Bye-bye.